All right. Good day and welcome to my channel. If you are just joining me for the first time, my name is Arikewuyo Abdurrafil, and this is Teachers Inspire Teachers Group video series. Now, in this video, I'll be sharing with you 4 actions that school leaders, school heads, principals can take to inspire teachers back to school after this coronavirus. That's what we shall be talking about today. Now, schools will be resuming soon globally. Some have resumed, others will be resuming anytime from now. So it is important we have this kind of conversation. Now, most of the time, we don't pay attention to what the teachers feel, right? A lot of the time, we only limit it to the fact that they've been paid salary and they have to deliver, right? And this is only a small part of how to motivate teachers to deliver effectively in the classroom. Now, the fact that we have this challenge of coronavirus pandemic and the lockdown that follows it means that there will be a lot of psychological trauma. There will be a lot of emotional downturn that requires that teachers should be encouraged, they should be inspired to really come back to school. Yes, when schools resume, our teachers will definitely go back to school. But the important thing is that how are they feeling? You know, do we care about how they are feeling so that they will be able to perform more effectively, you know, at this critical time? And we must also realize or understand the fact that this coronavirus is still very much with us, right? But education has to continue. It means that part of the effect of this coronavirus is still present, you know, with us as a people, right? So it is no longer business as usual. It's not like we are going for a break and we are coming back to school. Now, this is not the usual break that we go and we come back, we are happy, we celebrate and all that. This is quite different. So it means the way we welcome teachers, the way we accommodate and admit teachers has to be different this time around. And I'll be sharing with you 4 actions that I feel if they are taken appropriately will help you to actually inspire teachers and motivate them back to work. Okay, join me and let us continue. Number 1 is to reconcile. Now, it is important we understand that because of this pandemic, there have been a lot of issues that happens, you know, among, you know, the entire stakeholders in the school. So you have cases where salaries are not being paid, teachers are not happy about that. You know, you have cases where the school owners or school leaders care less about the teachers, you know, because themselves they are also managing the problem of the pandemic, right? So there are a lot of issues that arise as a result of this pandemic. And it is important we all come together, right, to reconcile whatever differences this pandemic might have caused. It is not a problem of one person. It's not a problem of only the teachers or only the school owners or only the school leaders or whatever. It is a global problem that we all have to manage together, right? So we have to come back and reconcile. School leaders should not think that if the schools have resumed, everything will be normal, everything will be business as usual. I think that would be a wrong mentality. What is important is that we should realize that a lot of things have gone wrong in the mind and the psychology of the school community. I mean, the teachers and the students, and of course, the entire school staff that we are working with. So for us to be able to relate with them more effectively, it is important we reconcile. We have a meeting where we talk about whatever that has happened. If salaries were not paid, let there be some kind of reconciliation, right? And I want to appeal to school heads, to school managers, that when you discover that you are wrong in any way, because it's actually very wrong that since the pandemic has started, you care less about your staff, right? You care less about your teachers, right? So when you discover that you are wrong in any way, please do apologize. Apologizing only makes you a better leader, right? And that's what you should be. So I hope you find this very interesting before we go to the next point. Now, my next point is review and plan. If we have been able to reconcile our differences, if we are now back together as one big team, we now need to have another meeting where we review the current situation, right? I'm sure for this this school coming back after lockdown, government will release a lot of documents for protocols, procedures for opening schools, social distancing, hand sanitizer, face masking, you know, a lot of those stuffs, right? So how do we implement all of this? We have to work together as a team more than ever before. Remember that if one person is affected by coronavirus, it's just likely that within a short period of time, the entire school community can be infected, and we don't want this to happen. And one of the ways we can avoid this is to really work closely with everybody in the school, right? The teachers, the school staffs, non-academic staffs, and all that. We need to come together, review the processes, review what has gone wrong, and plan for the future. Another thing that we need to review is that the academic performance of the students will not be the same, because this affects them also. It's not like the normal break that they go on holiday, they will go for vacation, you know, enjoy themselves and come back to school. This time around, it is different. Everybody is on lockdown. Psychologically, they will also be affected. So it may affect their academic standing. I mean, the level of their, you know, academic knowledge and all that. So we need to put into our review and plan and know how to address this better, right? Also, the kind of way and manner we are going to teach them will not be the same, because there's going to be some kind of aggression, right? Some kind of feelings, negative feelings and all that, that is as a result of this pandemic. It is not anybody's fault. This is a problem all of us have to face together. So we have to review all of this. We have to put all this in mind and know how to manage it effectively. I hope you enjoyed this point also. All right, now for school leaders, this is the time we need you to lead. And being a leader at this time, you have to give priority to leading than managing, right? This is very important, right? I know that we have to manage, you know, at some point, right? But leadership is very important at this time. We want you to be empathetic. We want you to define the vision for us, right? I mean, for the teachers, because I'm also a teacher myself, so that's why I'm using the pronoun us, right? Now, I want to define the vision for us so that everybody will be able to work as a big family, as one team. We don't want you to do so much of micromanaging, because it's going to further add to the challenge, psychological challenge that everybody is having. So you need to develop more of your leadership skill at this time. How do you empathize with people? How do you define vision for people? How do you monitor and evaluate people in a more objective manner, in a way that helps all of us to achieve the kind of results that we want to achieve? Now we need to look at all of these stuffs. They are very important. But generally, I'm sure if you are a competent school leader, which I'm sure you are, if you are listening to me, I know you know there is a difference between a leadership and a manager. Sorry, there is a difference between a leader and a manager, right? So now you need to give priority to the leadership aspect of your role. When you lead appropriately, then every other members of the school can help to manage other aspects of the activities of the school that we have to deal with on a daily basis, right? So we want you to listen to us. That's why the leadership role is very important. We want you to listen to us. We want you to have that conversation with us all the time. We want you to come down to the level of the teachers and understand how they are feeling. We need this time more than ever before. And you know, trust me, when you do this, you are going to get even more better results than you get, you know, before the coronavirus pandemic from the teachers. All right, now motivate. Now, if you have been able to do all of this, right? We have reconciled, we have reviewed and planned, then we have led, you know, more appropriately. Then we need to motivate the teachers. Now, when I say motivate, it is not limited to giving salary or giving money, right? This is a misconception. Just saying thank you is a magical word, right? Appreciating the effort of teachers, whatever thing they are doing, you appreciating this is magical, right? Having a very strong system that is objective is magical, such that everything is done in an objective and non-partial manner is magical, right? These are motivating steps that you can take. You have to appreciate your teachers. You have to say thank you, right, all the time. And when they are wrong, you should have a way of calling them to order, right? So you don't need to add salt to their injury. We need to do this in a more empathetic manner, in a way that it allows for collective, allows for teamwork, right? Allows for a very strong relationship, because as teachers, we need this kind of approach to be able to perform better, because we are working with our emotions. It's not just about the lesson plan, the lesson notes, the projects, the laboratory works and all that. That's only a small part of the tasks that teachers are handling in the classroom. So if you don't motivate them appropriately, you are not going to get the best results from your teachers, right? So for you to get the best results from them, please do motivate them appropriately. I know you know a lot of ways you can motivate teachers to be able to perform better. This is the time we want you to apply them. All right, thank you for listening to me. I'm sure these are the only 4 points I have for you. I know there are so many things we need to do. If you have more ideas, you can share it with me on the comment section so that we can all look at them together. The intention is to make sure that together we ensure that we perform better this time and forever. Thank you, and I hope you are going to subscribe to my channel and share this lesson with other friends and colleagues, in your school and of course in your community. Thank you once again, and have a nice day.